Hey guys, it's Sensibility here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Amber Marie, and today we are going to be doing a DIY shampoo bars. And this is going to be the melt and pour method. And the reason that I'm going with this is because the product is already set at the pH level that you need for your hair. So it takes all the stress out of wondering if your pH level is correct if you do it by scratch. So I'm going to go ahead and get out the material and show you everything that you're going to need. The first thing you are going to need to make this melt and pour shampoo bar. So in today's video, we're going to be making a 4-pack. It's easier to do this than the individual. So a scale. And you need to make sure it has a tar on it, so that way when you put your container on there, you can zero it out. You're going to need yourself a container of this Stephenson Cosmetic Base. It's the Syndopour. You're going to need a decent size glass or plastic, preferably plastic. You're going to need some mica. Today we are doing the Velvet Rose, so I'm going to go with, I forget what color I used, either this dark red or that one. I think I'm going to go with the dark red. You're going to need a shot glass or just a smaller jar that you can mix your fragrance oil and your mica in. You're going to need a blunt syringe. I have a little wood skewer here. You do not want to stir this product very fast at all. So this seemed to work the best. A mold that you can get off of Amazon. And then the scent that I'm going to be doing, because I've already made 2 of these, is the Velvet Rose and Oud. So the ones on top right here were the ones trial and error that I used the skewer stick and they came out perfect. Ones down here, I used like a spatula, a mixing spatula, and you can see how they turned out. So these are the peony and blush ones. Y'all, these smell so good. These 2 are the Jo Malone Velvet Rose and Oud, and these ones are wood sage and sea salt, and I accidentally mixed in some peony blush and suede. So peony blush, suede / wood sage and sea salt. These smell really good. These are definitely the lighter scent out of the 2. Peony blush and suede is the next strongest one. And then, of course, Velvet Rose and Oud. Oh, I just love the smell of this, so that's why I'm going to make 4 more of those. But they will cure. As you can see, I have them sitting here like this, allowing air to get to them, but nothing else like getting on the actual shampoo bars, for 4 to 6 weeks. Let's go ahead and get into this. So I'm going to taro this out. My scale has been being a pain because I really don't use it too much. Sit it on there, see how I added the weight to it. Zero out, and then you need 11 ounces of this to make 4 bars. This is what it looks like. This is really hard to do one-handed, guys. So you're going to cut this up into little pieces. It makes it easier to melt it down. I will be back and you will see it in here, and this will say 11 ounces, right at 11. So once I know it's sitting right at 11, we can go ahead and pull this off, and we're going to put it in the microwave. We're going to microwave it in intervals of 30 seconds. So you do not want this product to boil. You want it to slowly melt. Okay guys, so before I stick the melt and pour shampoo base in the microwave, there is a little bit of prepping you need to do. So you want to get yourself a bottle of alcohol. So we want to make sure it's on spray, and you just want to spray a little bit in there, not much. You're going to do it on the bottom, and you'll do it on the top after you've poured it. So also, before you do the melt and pour, you can go ahead and get your fragrance poured in there. For 4 bars, I need 6 mLs. I don't even see why I stuck that on there then, because this doesn't measure in mLs. It's either pounds or ounces, and you would get too much. So you need 6 ml. You do have to be careful when you are working with products that are going on the skin. Go ahead and squeeze some of this out. Okay, so you're going to use this, and whatever size you get, just make sure you're only putting 6 ml in there. I have my 6 ml in here, and what I like to do is add my mica to it. And like I said, I think I'm going to go with this one down here. You want to start off little. You don't want to dump in a bunch. I just kind of eyeball it, stir it up. Okay guys, so I've got my mica container open. If you're wanting to know where I got this from, I actually purchased this off of Amazon. But this one is like a really pretty like shimmer type thing. Let's go ahead and dump some in there. Okay, that's about how much I put in there. Not a bunch, but enough to color it. So now we are going to move this so you guys can see it a little bit better. It's going to be really dark, kind of iridescent. It smells so bleeping good. Stir this until it's all mixed in really, really good. And yes, you can use your little stick. So I'll leave that there for now. Here is my soap base. I've got 11 ounces, guys. We're going to go ahead and stick it in the microwave. And we're going to set it for 30 seconds. Okay, you can see it didn't really melt too much. Hit it again. I'm going to show you what it looks like after this 30 seconds. Okay, so this is the second 30 second. You can see here. You do not need to have it completely melted down, but it probably needs about another 30 seconds. But for the most part, the majority of it does need to be melted. I'm going to add another 30 seconds, but I'm going to check it in 15 seconds. Check it real quick. Sorry, guys. Still have a few more in there. So you can see just a little more. So it will probably be ready to come out in the next 15 seconds. Now, if you don't know, I usually make bar soaps myself, but I make them what they call cold press. And cold press is something else that you would use to make shampoo bars, but we are kind of making a hot press. So you see the little chunks in there. We're just going to keep stirring it until it all melts down. So this took about, I would say, 1 minute and 30 seconds. Everybody's microwave is going to vary. That's why it's important to do it in 30-second intervals. We're allowing it to cool down just a little bit because we don't want it to heat off of our fragrance. So I'm going to give it about 3 minutes and I will be back. Okay guys, so I'm back. I've moved over to my pouring station. It's been maybe 2 or 3 minutes now. Let's check and see. We need to actually respray this with alcohol because, and it's just a nice little spritz in there. Don't saturate it. Give your mica / fragrance oil another stir. She's still warm, but she's not as hot. So we're going to go ahead and try and get all this in here. You're not going to be able to get it all in there. So I'm left with just a little bit. Okay, now we're going to gently stir it all in there. Now you want to make sure it's all completely mixed in here. So once I get this stirred, I will be back and I will pour it for you guys. Okay guys, so I'm back. It does look a little iridescent-y because it had the shimmer in it. Now we're going to go over here and hopefully you guys can see this while I'm pouring. Slowly. These might turn out really cool. Do not go more than the tip or it gives you the lipping. These ones may turn out really cool. Let's see how it works. So there you go, guys. You'll let these sit overnight. But there is how you make melt and pour shampoo bars. And this is what they will look like. If you have any questions or comments, or maybe you couldn't see something and you have a question about it, put it down in the comment section down below. That way I can help you be successful. Just make sure when you pick your fragrance oil, it's a product that can be used in soap. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching this DIY video. I will see you guys in the next one.